Hello and welcome to another fun fact learning episode. Again, my name is Chinonso Lekwa, and today's class or today's lesson, I'll be talking about linear equation and how we can model a real life situation using a linear equation. Most times, people think that math is something that is abstract, but it's quite important to know that most things we learn in math can be used in everyday life. Now, let's get a model or an expression or a real life scenario that we can use an equation to model. We can take an example to say that John has two shoes. He currently has two shoes, and after every week, he buys two new shoes. We can use a model to know how many shoes he would have in 1 year, which has 52 weeks. So you would recall that the um, the equation of uh, a linear um, equation or expression is given by, as we might be aware, y. Y is equal to mx plus b. So this is the equation of a linear expression where we can define all the alphabets in the given equation. We know y to be the output. Y is the output. Our m is the slope. And what this means is the rate of increase of y for every unit increase of x. In other words, x, which is said to be the input. So I'll just go on to define x. X is the input. So for every increase of x by 1, we expect y to either increase or decrease. So that rate at which y increases or decreases for every unit increase of x by 1 is said to be the slope of the graph. And then the last term in this equation is b, and b is the y-intercept. And this y-intercept stands for the initial initial stuff we're dealing with. So for example, we could say that John currently has two shoes, so that's the y-intercept, which signals what we currently have. So we're going to model the situation where we said John has two shoes. After every week, he gets three more shoes. How many shoes will he have in 1 year? So let's just dive into that to say, okay, so we've said y is equal to mx plus b. So he currently has two shoes. So b is equal to 2, and then he buys three shoes every week. So that's our slope. So I mean every week. So the x or input here is weeks. So every week means week 1, week 2, week 3, and so on and so forth. So for every unit increase of x, for every increase of x, that's every new week, he should get three shoes. So that's our slope. So we'd say m is equal to 3, and we can go on to find how many shoes he would have in 52 weeks. So we're saying x, how many weeks? 52 weeks or 1 year. So we can now go on to solve and say, okay, how many shoes will he have in 1 year? So that would be output y is equal to the number of that's the slope, number of shoes he gets every week, which is 3, multiplied by, in this case we're looking at 52 weeks, plus the number of shoes he currently has, which is 2. So that would be of course the 3 times 50 is 3 times 50 is 150, and then 3 times 2 is 6. So that would be 156 plus 2, which is equal to 158. And that's the solution to this particular um, scenario. So I hope you've learned something from this video.